Welcome, everyone. Day after Memorial Day. It is June 1st, and we start off today with the last two episodes of the final Hump Ranger. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, dum.
Once again, it's time to journey back to those thrilling days of yesteryear for another exciting adventure with the Hump Ranger.
Previously on Hump Ranger.
Hump Ranger does not realize I am evil crime boss. Okay, Pronto, we know it was your wee-wee that poisoned Captain Stupendous. Care to tell us why you gave him that fire water?
You make fun of Pronto?
Whoa! Hang on there. Let's not start talking racism.
Hump Ranger, get in my office now!
Yes, Chief.
Have a seat, Hump Ranger, next to my other guest.
Well. If it isn't old smarty-fo farty CSI dude himself.
The name is Newton Fidgetbottom.
Well, listen up, Freddy Fancy Pants. I don't care what your name is. Your CSI buddies came into my crime scene, and all you did was screw up my investigation.
Why, that is untrue. It was your shoddy police work that caused me to be called in the first place.
Hold it down, you two. The reason I called you two in is that we have a crime boss running around town that needs captured. You two are going to partner up and solve this case.
Hold on, Chief. I got a partner, and his name is Pronto. Besides, I don't work with puffs.
I resent that implication, Chief.
You will do nothing but shut your big, fat yapper, fiddle bottom. Because of you, Pronto is threatening to sue the city. In fact, he has a press conference scheduled in just about 5 seconds. Hump Ranger, turn on my TV.
Me want to thank all you for coming to press conference today. Me want to introduce lawyer, Mr. Johnny Cochran.
Hello, all gracious, gratuitous members of the media. I am here today because a crime has been perpetrated against my client, Mr. Pronto Bromowitz. My client, Mr. Bromowitz, has been the victim of racism from the police department themselves. It is a contortion and a distortion of his reputation about his concentration and a complete alliteration that has led to discrimination and a dissolution of the Constitution affecting his compensation. Therefore, we demand reparations. All men are created equal doesn't seem to apply when you are Mr. Bromowitz working in this city. Therefore, unless Mr. Bromowitz is immediately reinstated, I will be suing this city for $10 million. The bottom line, members of the press and the gratuitous media, is that my client is innocent of all charges, and this witch hunt must end now from this white devil.
We interrupt this press conference to bring you this late-breaking news. This TV station has just received a letter from the evil crime boss. In the letter, the crime boss has declared that he has placed a bomb somewhere in the city, and he will detonate the bomb unless he is given $10 million and 3 tons of rice. He has also demanded that money be dropped off at the docks by the Hump Ranger.
Oh, looks like a TV station has made our demand public. So, what is the plan, Wong?
Oh, my plan easy, Wang. Hump Ranger, the only one who close to figuring out I am evil crime boss. He thinks he big copper man coming down to dock to arrest me. You watch and see. What he don't know is bomb planted at the dock. And when Hump Ranger get there, boom, say goodbye to fat, smelly police officer who eat all my wonton. Now, come on, let's go to docks so we can kill that meddling Hump Ranger. Hump Ranger, wait. Where are we going?
I am heading down to the docks to find the evil crime boss. You are just sitting bitch and hopefully shutting your mouth soon.
But Hump Ranger, the city has refused to pay the money to the crime boss.
So here's the deal, fancy panties. You know, and I know that we ain't got the money, but the crime boss don't know that we know that he don't know we got it.
What?
Shh, now be quiet. We don't want them to know we are here.
Hey, who is that coming this way?
Hey, it's my old buddy Pronto and some well-dressed black guy. Hey, Pronto.
Hey, Chemo Slobby. Me have been reinstated thanks to my new lawyer, Johnny Cochran.
Hello, young man. Are you undercover posing as a homeless person?
What? No, I am not undercover.
And this is the CSI agent, Newton Fidgetbottom. He is the one that discriminated against me.
White devil! White devil! We got a white devil here! We got a white devil in our midst!
What will happen next? How will the Hump Ranger get out of this one? Tune in next time when you'll hear the Hump Ranger say...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen and children. It is me, the Hump Ranger. And today's episode, in a satirical way, dealt with racism. You see, my partner, Pronto's last name is Bromowitz. And for those that don't know, Bromowitz is a Methodist name. During his questioning for attempted murder, a racist comment was made. Because of this, Pronto was forced to bring in world-renowned attorney Johnny Cochran, who has also defended other famous Methodists like Michael Jackson and O.J. Simpson. You see, it don't matter whether you molested children or murdered your spouse and her lover or even urinated in a cup that almost caused the death of your city superhero. If a police investigator is stupid enough to bring up your religion or the color of your skin or your sexual preference in the investigation, then someone like Johnny Cochran gets to step in and take your case. The next thing you know, your trial is no longer about whether you molested a child, murdered your spouse and her lover, or urinated in a cup. It becomes about whether or not you were discriminated against. That is how molesters, murderers, and urinators get off not guilty. So for all you police detectives out there, take it from your buddy, the Hump Ranger. Leave race out of it. The end.
On the adventures of the Hump Ranger.
Thanks, Hump Ranger. Should we wrap up the Hump Ranger?
Once again, it's time to journey back to those thrilling days of yesteryear for another exciting adventure with the Hump Ranger.
Previously on Hump Ranger.
Me want to introduce lawyer, Mr. Johnny Cochran.
The crime boss has declared that he has placed a bomb somewhere in the city. Come on, let go the docks so we can kill that meddling Hump Ranger.
This is the CSI agent Newton Fidgetbottom. He is the one that discriminated against me.
Wild devil! Wild devil!
Everyone died behind giant crate. Bullets coming this way.
Oh my lord! The evil crime boss and his henchmen are shooting at us.
Why don't you zip it, you racist? What, are you afraid of a few bullets?
Yes. Quiet down, white devil. You act like you never be shot at before.
That is because I have never been in a shootout before. I am CSI, a scientist. I don't get in shootouts. I'm man enough to admit I'm scared.
I can fix that.
How do you plan to fix it, Hump Ranger?
Here, take this. There. Now you've been shot in the leg. So now you know it ain't so bad. So quit your bitching.
You know something, Hump Ranger? I like your style. Hey, look. The cracker passed out.
Good. I am sick and tired of his panic waste crying.
Hump Ranger, we need him to formulate plan and stop evil crime boss, then defuse bomb to save lives of every citizen.
Screw that. I need to eat.
Someone need to go find crime boss and capture him.
I'll do it. He'll need a good lawyer.
No, I'll do it. The quicker we get it done, the quicker I can go to dinner. Woo-wee. I can sure use some fried chicken.
Now watch it, honky.
What we do, Hump Ranger?
Okay, here is the plan. Pronto, you run out from behind these crates and draw their fire. Then I'm going to climb to the top of that giant boat and see if I can spot where the crime boss is.
Hump Ranger, me not like that idea so much.
You know, there's a lot of money that could come from a lawsuit if a police officer is shot on the job. Considering you are my client, Pronto, I think you should listen to the Hump Ranger and go out there and be a target.
All right, if lawyer thinks so, me guess it not too bad idea. Here goes nothing. Hey, look 'em here, evil crime boss. Me out in the open, running around. Oh, shit! Them shoot at me. I just crapped my pants.
All right, Mr. Johnny Cochran, you stay here. I'm going to go climb to the top of that ship.
No way, Hump Ranger. So far, you have shot a white devil. You sent my client out to potentially get shot, therefore making the city liable for a potential lawsuit. I'm sure you are bound to violate the civil rights of the evil crime boss, and I'm going to need to be there to handle his case. You ain't going anywhere without me, Hump Ranger.
Suit yourself, Johnny Cochran. Here we go.
We have word that there is a shootout down at the docks. It seems the evil crime boss is in a gun battle with Hump Ranger.
Doctor, get in here. Your patient, Captain Stupendous, is starting to come too.
I'm sorry, nurse, but I don't have time to wait for the doctor. That news report says my buddy Hump Ranger is in trouble. I have to save him. Up, and away!
But wait, Captain Stupendous, you're not wearing any pants.
Did anyone see what happened to Hump Ranger? I keep shooting at a stupid partner, but he's nowhere to be found. Hump Ranger only will know I'm evil crime boss, so he must die.
I don't see him, Wong. Oh, what should we do?
Start the countdown for the bomb. We're gonna blow this city to hell. We're gonna blow this city to smithereens. Hump Ranger will never find bomb.
Where's bomb, Wong?
Oh, that bomb hidden inside a giant pepperoni sausage inside that crate over there.
Here we are on top of the boat, Johnny Cochran. Now be careful. You don't want to fall off the side of the boat. It's a pretty big drop. Besides, the evil crime boss is right below us.
Hump Ranger, as your new lawyer, let me ask. ask you something.
Yes, Johnny Cochran.
If you were injured on the job, say you fell off a boat, do you have a good workman's comp program with the city?
Oh, yeah, it's one of the best. In fact, I've heard of guys settling for over $1 million. Hey, Johnny Cochran, what are you doing pushing me? Whoa!
Oh, no! Suddenly you dark like an eclipse. Let me look up and see. Oh, no! You're Hump Ranger!
Uh-oh, looks like I squashed my buddy Wong and his cousin Wang.
Hump Ranger, you have done it. You have captured the evil crime boss.
I did? I mean, yes, I did.
Yeah, good job, Hump Ranger. Here, Mr. Bong, it's my business card. You probably don't need this.
All right, Wong, where is the bomb?
Okay, Hump Ranger, you win. It's over there, hidden inside that giant pepperoni sausage next to your lawyer friend, Johnny Cochran. But too late, Hump Ranger. Bomb set to go off in 30 seconds. This town gonna be blown to hell, smithereens.
Oh, no, I have to get that giant pepperoni sausage bomb out of here. Johnny Cochran, bring me that giant pepperoni sausage.
What do I look like, your slave?
There's my buddy Hump Ranger. I better start my descent towards the ground. I better go down feet first, though, because I forgot my pants.
The clock is ticking. There's nothing for me to do with this giant pepperoni bomb except throw it up in the sky. Here goes nothing.
There's no need to fear, Hump Ranger. I am... Oh! That giant pepperoni just lodged into my rectum. This is not good.
How will the Hump Ranger get out of this one? Tune in next time when you'll hear...
Hump Ranger, you did it again. You successfully captured the evil crime boss Wong. You got your partner Pronto reinstated. You even got Johnny Cochran to sue the pepperoni sausage company and not the city. Sure, you accidentally shot a CSI investigator and blew Captain Stupendous to smithereens, but because of you, this city is once again safe. Good job, Hump Ranger. What do you got to say for yourself?
Well, thanks, Chief. All I could say to sum it up is... Whew, that's a good one.
On the adventures of the Hump Ranger.
Thank you, Hump Ranger, for saving us all.
Okay, kids, what time is it?
Let's start a new week. Come on.
The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open, nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite podcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Well. Welcome, everybody. It is Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I'm Ray. How you doing? Welcome, everyone. And welcome, Nick. How are you, my friend?
Good morning.
We started today's show with the ending of the Hump Ranger. I was trying to end that before Memorial Day, but we got caught up in stuff and didn't get it done. But we ended it today, and I start today with what should have been obvious, but I guess it wasn't. I put up a joke on Facebook. All right.
First mistake.
Yeah, well, I did. I put up a picture of the Chicago Cubs game, and I said, "Wow, congratulations to Sean Valent for his appearance on the Chicago Cubs broadcast." Okay, and I put a picture up, and people started liking the photo and reacting to the photo. Right?
Oh my God.
Did you see the Facebook post I'm talking about?
I saw the Facebook post. I saw it when you first put it up, but I didn't look at it afterwards because I got the joke.
Yeah. The photo was of Cubs play-by-play announcer Pat Hughes and his partner, fat baseball color commentary man, Ron Coomer, who is fat and a little sloppy and a good broadcaster, but he sort of looks like Sean Valent.
He did. I'm like, oh, okay.
And
that's a good look like.
He looked particularly sloppy yesterday, and I thought, you know what, he really resembles Sean Valent.
It was a perfect picture at the perfect moment.
Yes. So I took a picture of them and I put that up on Facebook. And then Sean Valent, and so I did that, and then I was watching like the basketball game or something, and wasn't paying attention. And then Sean Valent texted me, and I want to read the text.
Oh my God.
Because he goes, "Oh my God, I am shocked at how many stupid fans I have that think that picture is real. How am I going to tell them it's not me?" He sends me a text like around 8:00. And then I go and I look at my Facebook thing and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, there were hundreds. I mean, there were hundreds of people that were congratulating Sean. And he didn't want to tell people it wasn't him. So I figured I'd start the show today by telling you.
These are the same people who look just at the headlines of news stories and then make comments about it without actually reading.
That was not Sean Valent. It wasn't Sean. I was pointing out how bad Ron Coomer was looking. That's all I was doing. I was not. I mean,
no, you were taking a jab at Sean.
Yeah, and of course, at the same
vicariously through someone else just looking bad at the moment on camera.
I was taking a shot at Sean, I guess, in a way. So yeah, he looked like hell, and it was pretty funny, like how many people thought it was him. Like Holly's in our chat room saying, "Oh, she liked it because it was funny." Yeah, I mean, people who knew who it was, they got a kick out of it. They're like, "Oh my God, look at Ron Coomer."
There's people who are congratulating.
Yeah, that's
a person who was probably currently at Portillo's, being on the Chicago Cubs game.
They're going, "Congratulations, Sean! Big honor." No,
big honor. Oh my God,
it wasn't Sean. And the other thing is, Sean Valent is a huge Cardinals fan. Sean Valent is not a fan of the Chicago. He has never been a fan. And that's the other thing, is the people that were calling him a traitor. And
my God,
like somebody's like, "Sean, you're a traitor." They were yelling at him for that, which was great. Yeah, so I just want to point out that was not Sean Valent, you guys. That was Ron Coomer of the Cubs, looking terrible, and looking like Sean. Which I don't want to point out, that on a person's worst day, they look like Sean. I don't want to point out that on a person's worst day, they look like Sean, but Ron Coomer did. That's how he looked. All right. It was not Sean Ballint. It was Ron Coomer. So I just want to say so people could stop, congratulating Sean for something that didn't happen. Because Sean sent me a message saying he didn't know how he was going to break these people's hearts. I don't know of anyone's heart being broken because he found out that was not Sean Ballint.
I just thought it was funny that Sean looked like a Cub fan.
TJ's. Hey, TJ.
How's it going?
Hey, what did you say?
I said I thought it was funny that Sean looked like a Cub fan.
Yeah, that was not Sean. I'm telling everybody that was not Sean.
It's a good motivational poster. It could be.
Yes.
Remember, on your worst day, you could look like Sean Ballint.
Yes, it was Ron Coomer of the Chicago Cubs having a bad day. He looked like Sean Ballint. That was the point. That was the point I was telling everyone is how bad Sean looked. And Sean is a Cardinal fan. He would not. Why in the world would the Chicago Cubs? I mean, if you think about it, why would the Chicago Cubs have Sean Ballint on their broadcast? They wouldn't.
Well, Harry Carey was originally an announcer for the Cardinals before.
Well,
he
Harry
became
Carey
the
didn't.
announcer for the Cubs.
I knew. Yeah, but I knew Harry Carey. Sean didn't know Harry Carey. Sean didn't know him. I mean, Pete Vanaken introduced me to Harry in the 90s. Sean, I didn't even know Sean back then. This was, many years ago. Sean didn't know Harry Carey. There's no reason for the Cubs to ever have Sean Ballint on their broadcast. The Cardinals, yeah, because Sean worked in St. Louis and people in St. Louis knew who he was. I just thought it was funny that the Cubs would have, I thought everybody would get the joke, and he's a big Cardinals fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sean just doesn't shut up about those Cardinals. He would, I don't think
Sean would
ever
cut off a testicle before he rooted for the Cubs.
Yeah, and I don't think that the Cubs would ever have Sean Ballint on their airwaves because no one would know who the hell he was. No one in Chicago. No one would have any clue who Sean was. They'd have him in St. Louis maybe because he was the backup. There was a time he was the backup PA guy for the Cardinals, one of the backup PA guys for the Cardinals. But nobody knows who he is in Chicago. He wouldn't do that, the Cubs game. Which another thing I thought was so funny was people congratulating him that they actually thought this was something Sean was going for. I mean, it's just, I thought it was funny. But oh well. So that's what we start with. And now I'd like to, secondly, I'd like to congratulate Fat 420, by the way. Fat 420, first guy in the chat room today.
He must have got his waffle stomping done early.
He was the first person to get in the chat room. He gave the F you all to everybody.
He did that last week when he took a dump in the shower.
Well, he handled it correctly because we know when it comes to Morning Disaster chat room, the person who enters first, everyone else is last. That's just how it goes.
He does get the FU on first award.
Yeah. So Fat 420 got in there.
Whether he stomps his poo down the drain or not.
Steve, loser. Diane, loser.
Loser.
Holly, loser. Andy, loser. Cindy, loser. Tyler, loser.
I swear
Shall
you
I-
get a perverse pleasure out
Shall
of
I
this.
keep going? Or we had enough?
I think we've had it.
Fat 420 winner. That's all I want to say. The man
stopped the competition down the drain to become first.
The man who is a waffle stomper finished first.
Him and his fecal ducky.
Yeah. I just want to point it out. The guy who shits in the shower. The lowlife who shits in the shower. He was first.
He obviously had nothing better to do.
Yeah. But finish first. Kick everyone's ass. There you go. I just want to point that out, everybody. Congratulations, Fat 420.
Shower shitter.
You are the winner. You are the winner today. Yay. Today is June 1st, man.
God, I can't.
Halfway through the year.
Yeah. How about that? Is that? Yeah, it is a 6-month mark, isn't it? Halfway through.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Some of the things to look forward to in the month of June. And you guys can tell me whether it's anything to look forward to, but the NBA and NHL playoffs continue this month.
Absolutely.
Blues are
NHL finals. Oh yeah.
Blues are out, so it don't matter to me anymore.
Yeah. Blues got
got creamed.
Yeah, the Avalanche beat the hell out of them. The New York Islanders won yesterday. Who'd have thought they'd be doing this good? And the Montreal beat Toronto yesterday in the NHL? I'll be damned. So the NHL continuing. The NBA, Washington beat the Philadelphia 76ers after Joel Embiid got hurt.
No shit.
If Joel Embiid's hurt, there's no way that Philadelphia will be doing shit in the rest of the playoffs. There's just no way. There's no way. They cannot win without him. I don't think they're going to win anyway, but even if they could, they weren't going to do it without Joel Embiid.
Right.
Which, by the way, I picked 3 teams to sweep in the first round. I won the first one. I picked Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and Philadelphia all to sweep. Milwaukee was the only one that did it. Oh, well. So they continue their championship. The finals start in July. So all of June are going to be, the rest of the playoffs. The Tour de France kicks off later this month. Who gives a shit?
There's nothing to look forward to. The hell with that.
Golf's 121st U.S. Open starts June 17th.
Boring.
Yeah, I don't watch. Well, I've tried. I just can't get into it. I don't watch golf.
Have you played?
Yeah. I used to play. I used to play a little bit in the 90s.
Dude, I suck so bad at golf. I got to be drunk.
I can drive okay. I just can't do anything else. I don't putt. My short game's horrible. I mean, I guess I putt okay, but my short game was terrible. It was too frustrating for me, so I quit. I was into golf for like a week. I would go with Jimmy and my father-in-law when he was in town. We would go, and then Jimmy and my father-in-law would end up smoking a bunch of weed.
Big shock.
Yeah, so I would just, I couldn't get into it. On TV. Oh, and Wimbledon also returns this month. Wimbledon. Who cares? On TV, tell me if any of this excites you. America's Got Talent returns tonight.
Nope.
Yeah. The Bachelorette.
Nope.
Pass.
By the way, I have never seen an episode of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. I've never ever watched an episode of it. I couldn't tell you anything about it. I mean, I know it's just a person trying to find love, but I couldn't tell you the particulars of how they find it. I've watched the Saturday Night Live skits making fun of it, so I mean, I guess I know they go on dates.
I mean, why would you be interested in it anyway? You've already found love.
Yeah. The new series Loki on Disney Channel.
That could be cool.
That starts June 9th. Cool. June 9th. There's a new show on ABC called Celebrity Dating Game that's going to debut June 14th. I have no idea what it's about. It does sound like celebrities are dating.
We're going to put the word celebrity in quotations, a lot of quotations.
So who knows who the celebrities will be? You know, I mean, what celebrity needs a TV show to help them date? I mean, come on. I've never been a celebrity, but I've hosted a radio show for 30 years. And even people on my radio shows had a little bit of fame or a little bit of something going on. And even they never had. I mean, listen, Jim the photographer, just being Jim the photographer, all right, used to get laid. Like quite often, he would get laid just because he was Jim the photographer.
And he is again in the Grand Canyon.
I'm telling you, it doesn't take much for any celebrity to get hooked up with someone. So I don't understand why they have a whole show dedicated to it. Oh, well. And then there's a show called Holy Moly that's returning for season 3 on June 17th. I have no idea. What is Holy Moly?
I have no idea.
A donut shop on Friday after next.
Holy Moly is a mini golf show.
Pass.
There you go. It's a mini golf show.
Oh, is it that one that's hosted by that basketball player? It's on ABC, right?
Now I'm looking it up. Yeah, the show is hosted by Ron Riggle.
Yeah.
And the executive producer and owner of the show is Steph Curry.
That's right. Yep.
That's kind of cool.
I saw the first episode of it. It was boring.
I have never, ever seen this show. Oh, well.
It's like Wipeout, but with mini golf.
Movies in June. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard will be hitting the theaters June 16th. There's a new Pixar movie called Luca.
My name is Luca.
June 18th. I could not tell you anything about the Pixar movie.
I live on the second floor.
I hope the movie has nothing to do with the song, but
I live upstairs from you.
I hope that's not the case, but I can't say it isn't.
You have seen me before.
Kevin Hart has a new movie, Fatherhood, which is coming out June 18th, but is premiering on Netflix.
Boring.
And the 9th Fast and Furious movie, F9, The Fast Saga, will hit the theaters June 25th.
Now, I'm excited for that.
Well, theaters are mask-free, aren't they?
Well, if you're vaccinated.
I mean, aren't they, Nick? Didn't they just say that?
I don't know.
I think that.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming so. A lot of places are going that way. So
yeah, if you're fully vaccinated, I think you're no mask at all. But do you have to show your vaccination card?
No, they're not going to ask for it.
Well, then, how do we know? I don't trust it. Then, I will proudly go to places where I can display my card.
I'm getting a bracelet that has my vaccination information on it.
Good idea. I want to proudly flaunt my vaccination card.
What I did was I scanned my vaccination card and then I put it on. I just opened up a blogger site and put the picture up there, and then took the link to that blogger site and made it a QR code and put it on my Samsung watch. So, like, if someone wants to look it up, they just scan the QR code on my watch. It's like, yeah, there's my vaccination card.
I mean, I hold up my vaccination card, which I have a little laminate packaging that I put it in.
Yeah,
I hold it up like I'm a fucking cop walking in. I hold it like a badge.
I hold it up like Wayne and Garth backstage at Alice Cooper concert.
Yeah, I just hold it up proudly, and I love to shame those that don't have it.
I got a T-shirt idea then. Is that we can get "F you, I'm vaccinated" on a T-shirt.
Yeah,
and then right in the middle, you have like a little laminate pouch. You just stick your card right in there and just walk around with it.
I'm fine. Like, I hear all these people are constantly going, "What this is? I cannot believe America has become a place where we have to show."
I have to show my papers.
Yeah, these are
fuck you.
These are the people that have been complaining about. We need ID cards to vote. Why can't people show their IDs to vote? But yet they're bitching because
capitalism is working.
Yeah, they want us to show our ID card, or they want us to show the vaccination card.
That's a good point. Now it's like I'm not getting vaccinated. Okay, well then,
yeah,
we don't need voter IDs.
Yeah,
not be on one side of the fence and be on the other at the same time. It just
exactly.
Don't work that way.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it.
I'm okay with showing my ID to vote, just as I'm okay to show my vaccination card when somebody wants to see it.
I have, like Pat saying he has a clear holder for his vaccination record. That's what I have, Pat, and I love showing it. I love to show it.
Oh, please keep your pants on when we're in public. I don't want.
I love whipping it out in public
and taunting those, proudly showing.
Look at it. Stare at it.
Proof.
You can look at it. It's fine. You can touch it if you want.
And I love taunting. I love taunting those fuckers that didn't get vaccinated. That's what I love.
This bad boy gets me into places.
I love shaming and taunting those who didn't do it. That's my joy. My joy is shaming of those who didn't and bragging while proudly displaying mine. That's my joy in life. And I want more opportunities to do it. I want more opportunities to display it. So I say go ahead. Places that offer free stuff, I like to zip through just so I can show it off.
So, have you gone and gotten your free Krispy Kreme yet?
Yeah. And I'm dieting, but I don't care. I go through and get my Krispy Kreme.
I'm waiting for the governor to sign that bill that'll get me free beer.
Yeah, I hear that restaurant. There are some bars. There are some bars that are going to do. But I heard there are some General Assemblymen that have a problem with the fact that you have to show your ID card. You know what I mean? Your vaccination card.
Screw them. I want free beer.
They think that people can walk in and go, yeah, I was vaccinated and get a free beer. Doesn't work that way. You got to show the card.
Yep.
I don't even drink, but I think I'll go to a bar just to show off
just to get the beer, spill it on the floor, and walk out.
Yeah.
You know why? I got that for free.
Yeah.
Because I can do that.
That is a waste of a beer. How dare you?
I don't care.
I will.
Fuck
That's
you.
exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a beer and I'm going to spill it on
To
the
show
floor.
my superiority of having both the Pfizer vaccine and a vaccine.
Yeah.
If you're going to waste a beer, take your.
They're going to give me shitty beer anyway.
I'll go, you unvaxxers, you can
They're
lick
not going
it
to
up
give me
from the
good
floor.
beer.
Lick it up. Fuckers.
Here's some Stag on tap.
I'm just saying, I love getting free shit just because I got my vaccination. Which, by the way, vaccinations are now, there's no waiting or anything. You literally just walk into a place and you get one.
50% of Illinois people have gotten vaccinated.
Yeah, the numbers are going up. It should be higher than 50%, though.
It should be.
They say it's just the numbers are getting up because kids can now get it. You know what I mean?
I don't care. That's fine.
Thank God there's a bunch of kids that are getting it.
Let them get the beer too.
That it should have been higher. You know, there should have been adults. It's a little troubling that people who are 50 years old, that bothers me, that 50-year-olds did not want to get vaccinated. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It bothers me that there's people in our chat room or listening who are not getting vaccinated.
I don't get it.
Yeah, like a guy who stomps crap down a drain.
No, I think he got vaccinated. Fat 420 got vaccinated. He also does stomp crap down the drain.
You know how he celebrated?
Stomp crap down the drain. Yeah. You know, I think that
he walked into the grocery store and showed his vaccination card and got some fiber pills.
I think he should get
some free Metamucil,
anti-skidding in the shower vaccine.
They're giving Metamucil out for people. I'd take some free Metamucil. Metamucil's great, by the way. I love. Does anybody take fiber pills?
I have 5. I have them. I forget to take them.
Here's that. That was my next point. My next point is the only thing about Metamucil, or the only thing about fiber pills that sucks is I forget to take them.
And you have to take a ton of them.
Yeah, they want you to take literally. I'm not joking.
Here, have the whole bottle.
You got to take 5. They want you to take 5 pills. All right. They want you to take 5 pills 5 times a day. That's how many that's how many they want you to take. I take like 4.
And those bottles are like $10 a bottle.
Yeah. I take like 4 pills a day. You know. And it keeps me regular, but oh my God, it's wonderful. You go to the bathroom and it's one big solid, you know.
You are the only person I know who can say that you think taking
like a soft serve ice cream machine.
I'm telling you, I cannot believe I take such joy in taking the fucking fiber, but it really is amazing. You feel better. You know, it's great.
You're not going to start crapping in the shower yourself just because you take that much joy out of it, are you?
No, I enjoy it, but I have to remember to take it. You know, it's like Nick says, the worst part is you get the bottles and you forget that you get busy and you forget to take it.
Yep.
Dude, that's just a lot of pills to take in one day.
I'm just saying they should let you get free fiber if you've been vaccinated.
I mean, I take 6 supplements already. I have to add 5 more pills of fiber to it.
Good Lord.
Dude, I got to talk to my doctor today because my psoriasis has just gotten way the hell out of control.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to this because I'm probably going to wind up with that shot.
Good old TJ.
Well,
be getting you an injection. Well, I just I love the fact that those of us who have been vaccinated can show off our card proudly.
And get free stuff.
Yeah. Is Dairy Queen involved? Dairy Queen should get free shit. Right. You know, yes. Dairy Queen should get free shit for anybody vaccinated. I'd love to
A free mini blizzard?
Yeah, I'd love to scroll through a Dairy Queen and show off my vaccination card and get something. That would be wonderful. That would be just fantastic. Yep. Also in June, by the way, is Father's Day. Juneteenth.
About to be a state holiday.
Yeah. National Cheese Day. And National Donut Day.
On what days?
They're both this Friday.
Oh.
National Cheese Day and National Donut Day.
Okay.
Both happen on
So would having a cheese Danish count then?
The 5th. Oh, I should. Oh, best cheese Danish is at Jew Belts or U Belts down there in Litchfield. Oh my God, those are fantastic. I love those.
I've been that place forever.
Best Friends Day is June 8th. I always called it Jew Belts, but they say it's U Belts. I don't care what it is. It's good. They have a cheese Danish that's mind-blowing. June 14, is Flag Day and National Bourbon Day.
Oh. Putting that in my calendar.
National Fudge Day is June.
Take that day off.
National Fudge Day is June 16th. National Martini Day.
June 15th is National Pack Fudge Day.
National Martini Day is June 19th.
Shaking not stirred.
National Selfie Day is June 21st. And this is something I didn't know they had this. Take Your Dog to Work Day is Friday, June 25th.
Oh, that ought to be fun.
Yeah. I like that. And Kelly says B&K Bakery in Mount Olive has Danishes the size of small pizza. Oh my God. Oh, I don't want to try that. That's something that I would get addicted to quickly, you know. A Danish the size of a small pizza. Oh, good Lord. I would have a problem with that.
I would open up a place next door and says pizza's the size of a Danish. That's the way I would promote it.
That's fantastic. Yep. There you go. All the fun parts of June, everybody. All the fun parts of June.
Get your kids ready.
Yep. All I know is we need more things to get with our vaccine cards, Nick.
Yes.
Like there should be more. There should be more.
I don't have a Krispy Kreme here.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I can get for free in Champaign. I need to look that up.
There should be more advantages to being vaccinated. Like I really think, yeah.
Like a free bottle of bourbon.
I think the government
I'll take that.
I think the government should have enticed people more, you know.
Well, the governor of did you see that? The governor of Colorado is giving away $5 million in a drawing for people who got vaccinated.
See, now that's the kind of thing that's the kind of thing that would inspire people. Yeah. If there was like a lottery thing and one person was going to win $1 million out of all the people who got vaccinated.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'd want in on that.
There'd be 5 chances for people win $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, I got vaccinated, my wife got vaccinated, and my daughter got vaccinated. So there's we'd have 3 chances. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Your family got the vaccinations, right?
Yep. There'd be 4 of us.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get the younger kid. You want to get him as soon as they start taking 7-year-olds or whatever.
Oh yeah.
However,
Oh,
you're gonna force.
I'm gonna pull you and start knocking people over.
Yep,
to get,
that's right.
to get his shot.
I just don't. I can't understand. I just can't understand.
God, get that microchip in him.
Why there are people who wouldn't get the vaccination. Literally, you guys know how I was. I said from day one, I will push old people and children out of the way to get mine. I was desperately wanting one. I was so happy when I got my first shot. I was like, oh, thank God. Because I knew as soon as they gave me the shot, I knew it's like, now we're going to start heading towards normalcy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't long after. When I got my second one, it wasn't long after we started heading towards normalcy. Because so many people had gotten shots. Yeah, I don't understand why there are so many people who didn't get vaccinated.
Because you have you get enough people to spread the lie that people believe it.
I mean, it does mystify. I'm mystified regularly by this country. It's always politics, though.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I can't believe how many people. I was shocked by how many people voted for Trump in 2016. And I got to be honest, I was even more shocked by how many people voted for him in 2020. I was shocked. I was shocked just the other day when this thing January. Have you seen this? This thing on January 6th, the insurrection, all right, which we watched on television. You know, it was live. We watched it. There were a bunch of Trump supporters that left a rally of his, walked down the street, and then broke into the Capitol. There were Republicans who were there in the Capitol hiding because these guys had broken in. And they were giving speeches saying how none of that stuff happened. And it's like, oh my God, you were there. And then I'd see.
There's literally pictures of you.
Yeah. And then I would see people covering it or talking about it, and they'd go, yeah, they're just blowing it all out of proportion. It wasn't that bad. Those people were just there for a peaceful thing. I was like, oh my God. Did we forget? Did 5 months later we just forgot about it or what? I mean, it was startling. It was startling to me how many people forgot what happened. So I'm regularly astounded. I'm regularly astounded by the people, by the level of, I don't want to say stupidity, but by the level of whatever the word I'm looking for. I hate to say stupidity, but
it is stupidity. That's
yeah,
what it is.
I
you can hate saying it all you want. It's stupidity.
I'm shocked by it. I really am. And then I get angry, okay? I get angry because I can't figure out how to use that to my advantage. It's like, God damn. Why can't I use that level of that people possess, dishonesty or stupidity or whatever?
You can. You just really have to believe in it.
How come I can't use that to my advantage? But I guess I could. But I wouldn't feel good about myself.
No, because you have a conscience.
I'd have to do it and feel good about myself. But that's what gets me. The same people that, I mean, I hate to say it's all the same people, but those are the ones that won't get vaccinated. Like the people that I see that aren't getting vaccinated are the same people that were on Facebook, saying the same things, They say the same things. Yeah. I just don't get it. Oh, well. Yeah, that's crazy. But then again, what do I know?
More than other people.
I've been looking for a place to rent for 4 months. 4 months. I still can't find a place to rent. And by the way, the stuff I'm pointing out, there are still people that refuse to call it, they refuse to find anything wrong with it. I'm just shocked by it. Oh, well. Yeah. So I'm saying I've been looking for a place to rent, Nick. Still haven't found one.
It's going to be hard because the way the market is on
everybody's selling.
Selling. Yep.
It's like everybody's selling. Nobody's doing for rent. It'd be nice if someone was doing a for rental, but they're not. It shouldn't be so hard. Oh, well.
It's going to come down to you guys are going to have to get like a trailer thing. Not a trailer, but
like a mobile home or manufactured.
Yeah. You're good. It's going to come down to that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the market right now is all for sellers. So even if you have rental properties, there's too much money. There's too much money right now not to sell. Like there are some people that'll put an ad out for something to rent, okay? And you call them immediately and they say, "Oh, no, I put that ad up and then a bunch of realtors saw it and called me and now I'm selling it."
Yeah.
And you go, "Oh, shit." But, it's like I'm not they say, "Why don't you just buy?" Well, because, I technically don't have a job. I mean,
if there were programs where you could do that, yeah, of course. But there's none.
No, what I am skilled in, and this is the thing with my job. I have skills. I went to college for this. I went to college for doing radio. And I've done radio for 30 fucking years. In fact, I've done radio for 30. I got my degree in radio in 1987. Oh my God. That's how old I am. So 31 years. Is that 34 years. I'm doing math wrong. 34 years ago was when I first got into this, industry. Jesus, I'm that old. So I've been doing it 34 years. And there's no jobs. There's none.
Not unless you want to do sales.
Yeah, there's no radio jobs. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, if you don't want a job, it's just because you're too lazy." No, that's bullshit. I work in an industry where there are no jobs because the industry is dying. So now the whole thing is I have to develop skills. I have to develop skills in another industry.
Yeah. And then that requires money to learn those skills, and and that's money that you don't have.
Yeah. Now I also I do also I know how to design web pages, okay? And I'm an expert at WordPress, but there's no jobs for just WordPress.
What you need to do, if you're able to, is through a company called Coursera, is that they'll teach you Google IT stuff, and then you can start doing IT work. I mean, you already know how to use computers for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Take those classes. You can get certified within 3 months, 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, maybe I will. And also, I'm going to do that freight broker thing.
Yeah.
That TJ and I have talked about, freight brokering. I want to do, I do want to do that, but that cost, like $1,300 to take the class, and and it takes a while. You got to learn it, and then you got to, But then that's moving. There's no jobs in it. That's moving towards starting your own thing. So it really, it does really annoy me when I see people, like every day on Facebook, there's someone going, "I'm shocked by all these lazy fuckers that, they just don't want to work. Blah, blah, blah." No, why should, And they always show like a picture of a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Looking for an employee. And so now you're saying that I have to end the skill that I was trained for, end the career that I've had for 34 years, and just go working for a fast food restaurant. Or I'm lazy. I mean, what the hell? And you're blaming me? Come on. How about some of these places that are looking for people? How about they go, well, let's consider this guy's worked 34 years in this field. Why don't we bring him in and to see if he could learn how to do blah, blah, blah. I bet he would, because he's done 30 some odd years in his other industry, But then maybe I'd buy a house.
And let's be honest, a lot of these jobs you don't need a college degree to have.
But at the same time, I'd like to make some money. You know what I mean? I'd like to go somewhere where I can make some money. Yeah. Tyler says, the radio industry is dead. When I hear Bob and Tom on WYMG, and I don't even find them funny anymore when I compare them to Disaster. Well, yeah. But here's the deal. Like, when WYMG's morning show became open, of which, by the way, WYMG was always my dream job. WYMG mornings is the job I've wanted since I was 17 years old. I've never gotten that job. I've never had that job. I've beaten them. I beat them to high hell when I was doing the Morning Disaster, but still, That's the one job I wanted. And it came open, and they didn't even talk to anyone. No one. Yeah. Just sucks. Like they didn't even tell me about it. Like there was a time in this market when I was doing a show, and there was an opening in another station. The first thing they do is they get word to me saying, "Hey, would you like to talk to us about this position?" That's not happening anymore, because I'm telling you, that's the job I would have taken. YMG mornings. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat, I would have taken that job. In a heartbeat. They didn't even talk to me about it. They didn't even tell me about it. It literally was opened and closed like that.
Yeah, because they knew they could just say the words Bob and Tom, and people are going to gather towards it.
And it was, I'm sure, cheaper to just buy their syndication than hire someone to host the show.
Yep.
Yeah. I by the way, I have applied for hundreds of jobs. I have not even had an interview. Not one. Not one. I haven't had an interview. I was talking to someone the other day. They have a job. They like their job. They've had 14 interviews. You know what I mean? And yet I don't have a job. I've applied for a ton of jobs. I haven't had one single interview. Not a one. Oh, well.
Not to mention that your wife works for a place that gets people jobs.
Yeah. My wife gets people jobs all the time. I always go to her. I say, nothing for me? She goes, no, nothing. I just think it's her nice way of saying I'm unemployable. Yeah. And then my wife knows I want to get out of radio. She knows. She goes, why don't you, aren't there any stations looking? I go, no, there's nobody looking. Besides, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it. Because here's the people that are getting jobs in radio are people that are going on the air and say, like, I'll give you a couple minutes of here's what they're looking for. Hey, good morning. Happy day after Memorial Day, everyone. I just love Memorial Day. It's a day in this country where we actually care about wishing good things for the United States of America, which is unlike every other day where everybody just wishes for the worst for America. That's what happens every other day. We root for this goddamn Joe Biden, who he hates America. He hates America. Him and his whole this vice president he has. I don't know how the hell that happened. All they do is they just hate America. I got to tell you, every day it sickens me. I'm sickened down to my core that the greatest president we've ever had in this country, Donald J. Trump, is out of a job. It just sickens me. It sickens me. Every single day is a day that goes by in this country where the greatest president we have ever had continues to no longer be the president. And we have an America hater as president of the United States.
I thought he was still president.
And this country has a bunch of a-holes who support him. It's okay with this country where transgenderism is okay. Black Lives Matter is okay. Antifa is okay. It just sickens me. Sickens me. I can hardly get through the day watching a bunch of people wiping their noses noses and asses with the American flag, while a man who actually cares about that flag,
who hugs it,
he loves that flag. He loves that flag so much he hugs it. He's out of work. It's just troubling, just disturbing to know what's going on in the world. See, now if I did utter bullshit like that and I took calls from people, let me take a call. Hello, you're on America Lovers program. Hello. Yes. I just want to say Joe Biden is a communist.
Long time caller, first time listener.
Mega dittos, Ray. I just want to say Joe Biden is a communist. Well, I just want to say God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Next call. Hello.
Yeah, I just want to say that Hillary Clinton did it.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely. You're right. We forgot about her. She is the biggest menace in America and still unimprisoned, by the way. Next call. Hello, go ahead.
Yes, I'd just like to say the word Benghazi on the air, please.
Hillary Clinton, Benghazi.
God bless you, sir. Thank you for calling.
I still can't believe that this country put Barack Hussein Obama in charge.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling. You're right.
Why does this feel like a family gathering?
What do I expect for a bunch of people who voted for a man whose middle name was Hussein? I just can't believe it. Yeah. If I was doing a show like that, I'd be employed. I would have a position right now. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, so there's another reason I can't do radio. Because I don't buy into the bullshit of, of what's selling now. What's selling, what's working is that. If you listen to any syndicated radio lately, it's all that. It's just, people talking about how sad it is that Trump's not the president anymore. Oh,
I thought he was.
Yeah. Or somehow claiming he still is. I don't know. I'm just if you think
I'd like to talk 3 hours about Mr. Potato Head, please.
Like they just want someone going on and saying, let's talk about the real enemy of the people of the United States of America. The real enemy.
Yeah, if your show is based upon what you call the real enemy of anything,
it's the Democrats. That's the real enemy of the people. No way. Come on. It's just bullshit. Or else their new bitch is woke culture. They're bitching about woke culture. You know what I mean? That's the new thing. People, if you watch the Fox News or listen to anything, it's all complaining about woke culture. Well, God forbid I point out that we have two genders in this world. They want to throw you right in jail. God forbid. Listen, let me just point out, God forbid you spend any time not telling everyone else how to live their life. If you would spend just a couple of seconds not worrying about what someone else is doing. I just don't understand why you care so much about
and how easier your life would be.
Yeah, like how these people, all these people in the world who are so concerned with what everyone else is doing. Like they're so concerned with who their neighbors are sleeping with. They're so concerned with what their neighbors feel, what their neighbors think. And the worry is they might not think exactly like me. And that's the problem. I guess I just don't get it. Like earlier I was saying I didn't like the people who haven't gotten the vaccine. I don't think we should force them to get it. You know what I mean?
No.
There's the difference. Like they don't like people who are transgender and are wanting to transition, and they think we should force them to not be able to do it. There's the difference. I don't know why it's anybody's business. It's not your business. Yeah, but for some reason that's the kind of radio that people can do. You know, if you go on, you want to do that type of radio, you can get a job. It's true.
If you're willing to sell out your fellow man, you can get a job.
I guess I just don't. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't. I'd be unhappy all the time. You know, I don't know. I just want to do whatever job I can do that will let me live somewhere warm. Somebody early in the chat room said, I should consider looking for a different place to live. Well, no. My wife has a job in Springfield, you know. She has a job in Springfield. My daughter has a job in Springfield. I adore them. So I want to live where they're close to their work. Pete says, Ray, you are unhappy all the time. No, I'm not. No, I'm happy. I'm happy now. I love doing this show. As soon as this show's over, I'll go work out. I love working out. Then when I get done working out, I'll come home and I'll write up Chubby Ray picks, which I love doing. Yeah, I love that stuff. I want to start my sports show. You know? I want to start my sports show. That's I love doing that. But I'm just saying I wouldn't do a show where I have to act like I'm a conservative, you know, because I would be faking. I would be acting. I would be unhappy all the time having to do that. I really would. I love this show. I love this show because I get to be me and I get to talk about what I want to talk about. You know, I would hate it if I was, you know, forced to talk about something else. That would make me unhappy. No, I'm I'm happy now. I'm just happy. Oh, well. Yeah. So still no place to live, Nick. Still here.
That sucks.
Yeah. There's a new study that says 6% of us, only 6% of people say that they have never experienced deja vu. Experts are not sure what causes it, which is the feeling you get when something's happened before. I'm sure you've experienced, because we're of the 94% that have experienced it.
Mine's dream based.
You think
like mine's like, oh, I dreamt this.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling though, right? It's very weird.
It's a sensation that goes down your back.
Yes, it is
And
very
up the back of your head, just like, ooh.
It's
I
very
remember this.
And
I
by the
dreamt
way,
this.
it's the number one. That's the number one reason. Getting deja vu is the number one reason that people have thought we're living in a matrix. This isn't real. That's the number one reason that people came up with that. 9 out of 10 people have experienced deja vu before. Only 6% of people say they have never experienced deja vu. But how would, I guess you'd know if you never experienced it. I got to be honest, I don't experience it very often. But when I do experience deja vu, it feels very odd. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can't explain how eerie it is. But you get the feeling of going, oh my God, this is happening again. And you're right, you feel it down your back. Like it's your whole essence, feels like I've been here, I've done this before.
Yeah.
I had a dream where this is crazy. I had a dream where there was another reality, or another Earth, and somehow I slipped over to that Earth. Does this make any sense?
Okay.
There was another plane of existence. Okay. There was another plane of existence. And somehow something happened. And when I woke up, I was in a different plane. And it was still me, but everything around me was different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was totally bizarre. And this was just a dream, which I'm sure I had seen it somewhere, and that's why I was dreaming it. But the whole dream was that, and I can't remember something happened, and it caused me to sleep or be knocked out or whatever. But when I came to, when I woke up, I was in a newer existence. But it was still me. Like I was thin and rich. It was crazy. I was thin and rich and somehow younger. But it was, it was all the people around me, but yet different. You know, it was really weird.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but just because of that dream, I started thinking, well, what if? Maybe that's what if you know, what if that's what could go on? You know, it's like that whole Mandela effect thing where, you know, the theory about the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that one's the crazy one
Yeah,
to me.
where they think that, and by the way, this level of these planes of existence, these, what do they call those things? It was based on Einstein's theories of different dimensions. And we all and all the dimensions are right next to each other. And they think it's when we develop the Hadron, what is that collider called?
The super collider.
Yeah.
When it turned on.
Yeah, they started around the super collider when they first collided these atoms. They think that that's what caused these dimensions to somehow scramble. And then occasionally when they don't do this super collider thing every day, but it's just every once in a while they do collide these atoms. And the fear is that they're going to do that and it's going to create a black hole or whatever. But what if somehow we jump into a new dimension, or somehow another dimension, you know, takes over? I read a theory, was crazy. They said every time it happens, our existence ends and the other one starts, and yet we don't even realize it, which is just too mind-blowing to even get into, but which is too crazy to even decipher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yet that's what's going on, and so on and so forth. And that's why we get these little dumps or little bumps in existence, reality, and you start remembering things that didn't happen, or you remember them as happening differently.
Yes.
Like I had this thing not that long ago where, and it felt like deja vu, where I remembered how a Chicago Cubs player looked in 2016 when they won the World Series, right? And I remembered it when I was watching something on TV and they showed highlights of the Cubs winning the World Series. And they showed this one player scoring. And I'm watching it going, what the hell? Who's that? And they go, that's so-and-so scoring the whatever run. And I go, what the heck? That's not what the guy looked like. So I go to Google the guy, and he looks exactly like he did in that in the thing I just watched. I was like, what the hell? Then I Googled his name again, and I'm like, that's him? I'm like, that's not how I remembered he looked. He looked completely different. And in my mind, I had this vision of what the guy looked like. And I wrote it down. I was so moved by it. I wrote the name down, Nick. This is crazy, right? And then as time went on, I just remembered the guy looking like how he looked in the video I had seen. And the only reason I remembered that I had remembered this is I had written it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was bizarre, at least bizarre to me. That it was but it was a thing. for me, it was, it was a thing. And I was like, that's not how I remember that guy looking, but I guess it was. And, and I wrote down the guy's name. So I've never forgotten this, but it was crazy, right?
Yeah.
That was so I had sort of experienced
That would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I experienced a deja vu about it, but I've never forgotten it because I wrote it down. And then I started thinking, how many times have I experienced this and not wrote it down?
Yeah.
Like it was this guy, Chris Coughlin, played for the Cubs, right? And he scored during the 2016 World Series. And I remembered him completely looking different. I'm like, this is not what he looked like. And I had to watch the video and I Googled and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong. I guess this is what he looks like.
You question yourself and your sanity.
Yes, I did. But it was bizarre, but it felt like deja vu. So when I read this deja vu study, I wonder if there's not something more to it, I wonder if we remember things, all right? And then if there is some weird shifting, whatever, over time we forget,
Yeah, because we're so distracted by the next thing that happens.
Yeah, like that becomes the norm. Which is crazy, I know. I know the whole conversation sounds crazy. And I know there are people listening going, this guy's lost his fucking mind.
Nope.
But I'm telling you, that's how weird deja vu is. But 6%, only 6% of people say they have never had it. The 94% of us, we have had it. And yet science has no idea
how to explain it.
Yeah, and they still have, after all these years, and I don't know how long deja vu's been going on, or if it's something that just started when the super collider began, and yet we remember it as if it's happened our whole life. But to me, it's happened my whole life, My earliest recollection of deja vu happened when I was really young. Which is crazy, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't be experiencing that.
But when I was young, I experienced it. And even to this day, I have weird experiences of deja vu. So that's why this deja vu thing to me is startling. You'd think it would happen to older people more because they've been around longer and experienced more.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the people who are over 55 who have said that they've never experienced it before. And younger people, it's the younger people who are saying that they experience it quite a bit. So then like if it was more experienced people, I would think, all right, maybe it is something we make up or we fool ourselves to believe or whatever, which it could still be. I don't know. But it could be something as simple as our minds as we get older aren't as active as they were when we were younger. Maybe you have to have an active mind to experience it.
I need to be woke.
Yeah, you got to be woke. Thank God we have a woke culture where more of us experience these things. Oh, well. All right, I almost got to wrap it up because it's after 9:30, but... Did you watch the Friends reunion show, Nick?
No, I have not yet.
Oh, yeah. You should watch it. With Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox.
No, Patrick, mayonnaise.
Fat Leblanc.
Fat LeBlanc.
That's what they're calling him. By the way, that's what they're calling him is Fat LeBlanc, which I find very funny. But I mean, hasn't he fattened up for a role he's doing, or
Well, who knows? That's what happens when you get older. Is that you get bigger sometimes, and you know what? People just need to deal with it.
But I mean, he is at a show now where he plays a middle-aged dad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you could see why they,
No one's going to believe a show where you're middle-aged and fit.
thin. Now I'm not, because he just did that show called Episodes, which, by the way, he was great in that show, Episodes. He was fantastic in that show. But he wasn't as big as he is now. It's almost like this new role has let him live life the way he wants to, But I do think it's weird that people are now calling him Fat LeBlanc. He's just let him live his life because of when you watch the Friends reunion, you'll see why they call him that.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen a couple memes. I've seen pictures of him.
Because he has grown considerably. Of course, he's 50 some odd years old, though. Of course, you're gonna,
Yeah, what do you expect?
Yeah. He's not a 20-year-old like you, or however old he was when Friends came out. So, yeah. I don't know the acting ages. I don't know the ages of those people in real life, but we all age. Matt LeBlanc what is his age? I don't know what his he's got to be in his 50s, right?
Yeah.
$53 years old. All right, I got Matt LeBlanc's 53. Jennifer Aniston's 52. David Schwimmer is 54. Matthew Perry is the youngest at 51. By the way, he looks the worst. That's the other thing you'll get from the Friends reunion is you'll feel bad for Matt Perry.
Yeah.
I don't know what the others' ages are. It says Courtney Cox is 56. She looks great for 56. Good Lord. Lisa Kudrow's 57. So there you go. She looks great for 57. Good Lord. God bless all of them. So, yeah. Damn. By the way, Brad Pitt is 57 years old. God, why couldn't I look, I mean, shit. I look like hell. I did not age well. Oh, well. All right. We should probably wrap it up. I got to go work out. But I want to thank everybody I want to thank you so much for watching today and listening today. We'll be back tomorrow with another free version of Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. Thank you so much for watching or listening, everybody. And I promise We will be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday. And we'll talk to you then. So long, everybody.